Alright, we got started walking at 7:30 this morning. I am the silk blazer this morning, which means I'm going through all the cobwebs. So everybody else gets to walk behind me and I'll feel like a giant cotton candy stick. So yesterday I learned a new term that I didn't know, heroing. So apparently when you do miles, you get into town, you resupply, and then you leave town that same day. It's considered heroing. It's zeroing when you stay in town and don't do anything all day. And neroing is when you do short miles, go into town, get stuff done, stay the night, or you stay the night and get stuff done the next day and leave town. So here's a note for anybody that's planning on doing a big hike. If you're using the Far Out app and it changes sections, don't look at the next section and figure mileage for resupply, just based on how far that says it is from you. So we were looking at our next stop was only like 30 miles ahead, so we only planned on like 2.5 days worth of food. Well, that was measuring from the start of that section, not from where we were at before we got to that section. So really we need like 3.5 days worth of food. Luckily, we almost always have a little extra food in our bags, so with a little sparing we can make it to 3.5 days. But just something to note, if you're using the Far Out app on a big trip and you're changing sections, you have to figure out how many miles you have left on the old section and how many miles it shows on the new section to plan on resupply. Right now we are traveling alongside the Blue Ridge Parkway. I think we actually cross it right up here. Looks just like our backpacks.
Yeah. That's got to be 1980. Is that West Virginia? We're not even that far away from Roanoke yet.
one thing like in Savannah, Georgia, it's got some old stuff built like this.
Well, the pack is extra heavy. We've got 10.5 miles to the next reliable water source and 6.5 to camp. And I was about out of water, so got 3 liters of water in the pack right now, which weighs an extra 6 pounds. Usually have at least 1.5 liters when I refuel, so not a whole lot more, but you can definitely fill it. We got about 1.5 miles into the shelter for tonight. It's been a wonderful day. About 92 degrees outside. I think we're gonna get about 20 miles in. It's been hot, been sweating a lot, been going through a lot of water. But we are on the home stretch. The shelter doesn't have water, so we've been carrying extra water for the last, well, by the time we get there 6.5 miles, I'm about through 1 liter of that, so I'm going with 2 liters. This guy here took me down. Landed on this rock with my knee. Good times.